Arsenal are set to hold talks with Nico Williams, and some sources are even coming out saying Williams wants Arsenal. He is now in the final. One of the most exciting wingers in the world could be on their way to Arsenal. According to reports, Manchester United are the latest club to have interest in Ivan Toney, with reports coming out saying he is the perfect striker alongside Joshua Zirkzee and the likes of Rasmus Højlund to take Man United back to the promised land. And reports coming out that Chelsea have made a bid for Borussia Dortmund winger Adeyemi. We've got so much to get into. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. 90% of people that have watched this channel this month are not subscribed. 90%. You shameless lot. Go down, hit that subscribe button. If we could hit 500 likes, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Big up to every single one of you. We're closing in on 10,000 subscribers. Now, reports coming out from the Standard that Arsenal are set for Nico Williams talks. Another good performance by him yesterday. Standing ovation from the Spanish fans. Lamine Yamal set light to that stage, if that's even a saying. He was absolutely brilliant. They go 1-0 down. France, one of the worst attacking French teams I've seen in a long time, go 1-0 up. And Lamine Yamal, chef's kiss, top bins. But yeah, we're here to talk about Nico Williams. Arsenal set to hold talks for Nico Williams' camp over signing the Spanish winger. Athletic Club are powerless to stop the 21-year-old from leaving for a 53 million due to a release clause in his contract. Court of Side claim PSG have already discussed with I'm not sure why that advert's coming up. Court of Side have already discussed with regards to PSG. Speaking about, I don't think personally he joins PSG. Barcelona president Johan Laporta stated yesterday that his club can afford the deal despite financial issues, but Arsenal are set to hold talks. Rafinha was an addition recently linked to Arsenal as they seek reinforcements, and Barcelona are claiming that Ansu Fati and Rafinha will be sold. Now, Rafinha, another player that's been linked to a move to Arsenal, good player, I think would be a great addition to any Premier League side. He's got Premier League experience. He's got Champions League experience. He's got La Liga experience. 27 years of age, coming into his best years. Had a very good Premier League season at Leeds when he was last there, and was instrumental to Barcelona's games home and away against PSG. Unfortunately, lost because of a Araujo red card, but he was very good that game. Now, Nico Williams, for me, genuinely is the most, alongside Yamal, he's one of the most exciting wingers, you know, in world football. He's 22 years of age in 2 days' time. He is absolutely brilliant. He would cement his position on that left-hand side for Arsenal. Can play left, can play right, can play as a second striker. He's linked with a move to Chelsea, Barcelona, Manchester United, Liverpool, Tottenham. Everyone has got their eyes on him. He signed a contract last December 1st, 2023. And Arsenal are the latest club to hold talks. And some clubs are even coming out, some reporters, are coming out saying that Arsenal, Williams is a priority signing for Arsenal, and Williams would be open to the move to the Gunners. Of course, you know, had a fantastic season last season with Athletic Bilbao, winning the Copa del Rey. You know, overall, his stats, very good numbers. If you're into that sort of thing, 19 assists in one season is absolutely ridiculous in 37 games. You know, he's a creative spark. He loves to take players on. So dangerous on the counter-attack, dangerous in the wide areas as well. There are his numbers from last season. 37 games, 8 goals and 19 assists. Very good return from a 21-year-old who has got experience in delivering silverware, which is exactly what Arsenal will want. You know, he was very good for Bilbao last season. But it's more importantly, what do Arsenal do with this front three? We've spoken about this on a number of occasions now. I don't think a number 9 is exactly what Arsenal want or exactly what Arsenal need at this moment in time. You scored more than 100 goals last season in all competitions. A striker is not the priority. It looks like a wide player and a defensive midfielder at present is the most thought of positions. They've been linked to a number of wide players in Rafinha, in Eze, and now the latest one that Arsenal potentially, could be signing is Nico Williams. I think £53 million is an absolute steal for a player of his quality. I think he adds something different to Arsenal. He is the one, other than Martinelli, they don't really have any blistering pace. Saka is rapid, but he's not blistering pace like Martinelli is. And potentially they could sell Gabriel Jesus, Nketiah, and Reece Nelson and have more than enough funds to go out there and potentially bring in a striker and a wide player. If they sell the likes of Eddie Nketiah and Reece Nelson, 100% of that sale goes against their FFP because they are homegrown players and they're, club trained players. When I look at Arsenal, they've got plenty of goals in that defense as well. They'll probably get 15 to 20 goals, from that defense, from Ben White, from Kivior, from Tomiyasu, from Gabriel Saliba, and now, Ricardo Calafiori. That DM for me is still a potential problem for Arsenal. They've been linked to players like Zubimendi, Edison, and they've been linked to players like, even Timber's been spoken about playing the DM. So that for me is a position they do need to get sorted. But if they do bring Williams in, that will be an unbelievable signing. You're talking about bringing in, a player of, Ricardo Calafiori's quality, and then you follow that up with a Nico Williams signing would be absolutely ridiculous. Genuinely would be an unbelievable signing. Now, according to reports, Manchester United are interested in Ivan Toney, and he's back on their shortlist. Now, the Standard have come out of a report saying that Ivan Toney, back on Man United shortlist. Manchester United are pondering a move for Ivan Toney. A new striker is high on the Red Devils' wish list this summer, with The Athletic reporting on Dominic Calvert-Lewin of Everton as another option after his move to Newcastle collapsed. Toney has long been tipped to leave Brentford due to his contract expiring next year, with his value dropping as low as £30 million. He, at £30 million, is an absolute steal. Tottenham in general should be eyeing that up. He is Premier League proven, homegrown, who has 20 goals a season in a Brentford side, would join Man United or Tottenham. In fact, he would join any Premier League team and improve them. He's an out-and-out number 9, but has got a creative element to his game as well. You look at his record at Brentford, 95 GA in 141 games. You look at his Premier League record as well for Brentford. It's absolutely ridiculous. Only 2 seasons ago, he was getting a 20-goal season in a Brentford shirt. Admittedly, last year didn't go to plan because of the betting side of things. But the 2022-2023 season for Ivan Toney was nothing short of remarkable. And he's got double digits 2 seasons now in the Premier League. The last good season he had was 2 years ago. 21 goals and 5 assists in 33 games is an absolutely remarkable return. And I think if Man United were to sign him and the likes of Joshua Zirkzee, in my opinion, that puts Man United back into the top 4. You've got a player there of his caliber. You've got Bruno Fernandes in there. You've got Marcus Rashford. You've got Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee. They've got goals in that team now. They're looking at recruiting centre-backs, with the likes of Matthias de Ligt, with the likes of Jared Brandtwaite, Lenny Yoro. It looks like Man United are going to have a very, very, very busy transfer window. As it stands right now, if you're a United fan, I definitely think they should be excited when looking at Man United going into this season. As it stands right now, I think Man United are going to have a very, very good season. I'm one of the only, content creators coming out and saying that, who's a neutral fan. I'd be looking at Chelsea right now and thinking, what is their long-term plan? It doesn't match up with their FFP side of things. When you look at the fact that Man United, for the first time in a long, long time, Man United have actually got footballing people making footballing decisions, not accountants. And when I look at what United are going to do this window, if they bring in a Lenny Yoro, if they bring in a Matthias de Ligt or a Jared Brandtwaite, if they bring in a wide player. Some Man United news as well that Donny van der Beek has joined Girona. That probably goes down as one of the worst signings in Man United history. Just not at the level for what Man United, in my opinion, need. When I look at what Arsenal are doing, what Tottenham are doing, what Liverpool, what City are doing, Man United are now back in the mix. With Chelsea, I know there's a report coming out that they are, just the last thing on Man United, they are, according to the Standard, closing in on Ugarte. So it's going to be a very good window for Man United, in my opinion. A bid for Manuel Ugarte has been submitted, reportedly worth 38 million plus bonuses. Man United are said to be pushing hard behind the scenes as Lee 10 Sport report their optimism that a deal can be done. Barcelona and Man City are named to be monitoring the situation. I don't think Man City particularly need Ugarte. I don't think, as it stands, Barcelona do either. But just to finish on Chelsea are closing in on a £40 million triple deal. In addition to reporting interest in Karim Adeyemi, Chelsea are closing in on the signing of Basel defender Renato Vega as they press ahead with another transfer recruitment drive, writes Simon Collins. The Blues have agreed a fee of £11.8 million for a 20-year-old from Portugal who is due in from London for a medical before signing a long-term contract at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea have also in talks for Boca Juniors centre-back Aaron Alcimino, is that pronounced, from Atlanta United. Left-back Celeb Wiley, both 19. Vega is a versatile defender who can play both centre-back and full-back while also playing as a holding midfielder. I don't really know what Chelsea are doing. Like, their long-term plan is obviously to make sure that these a lot of the younger players they're signing turn out to be gems. But as it stands right now, I don't really get what the short-term plan for Manchester United is. And Chelsea need to get back into, Chelsea need to get back into the Champions League. Otherwise, this pathway of Chelsea spending doesn't match up with the timeline of FFP. As it stands right now, Chelsea are just spending billions and billions and billions of pounds. They're at nearly £1.1 billion now, what they've spent under this new ownership. And other than Cole Palmer, Nkunku, and Gusto, no signings have really come in and set the world alight. And Nkunku was injured last season. Their best two players last season were Gusto and Palmer. You still got the Gallagher situation to sort out. I still don't think their defense is as solid as it could be. Yes, they made some smart signings in Tosin Adarabioyo, but Chelsea need more than this. They need more than, than signing kids. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.